Alrighty, how's it going, everybody? 0, 1 of 1 back again. Let's just do a quick check. I see the audio bars are moving. That's good. Is okay. Video is also moving. All right, excellent. All right, so here we are. This is Space Engineers, and in the last episode, we printed off a bunch of these things. So these things, is that my light? Yeah, there you go. So these are Paladins. They're little ships that I made up. Heavily armored. These are tier 3 ones, right? So they have the tier 3 thrusters, tier 3 guns. And I think we picked up... yeah, so here's another one, right? We picked up some uranium from that ship that we took. Now I kind of wish we had another ship around here so we can go after that one, but we don't, so... Viking, welcome, with his customary emojis of party and cheers. All right, so we have uranium. I don't know how much uranium we have, but we have uranium. And then let's just look up ingot. Okay, so we have 0.01 here. We still have 456,000 iron. Oh, geez, that's just in one thing. We've got another 3.5 million here. So we have 30 uranium here, right? It's a lot. It's a lot of uranium. And plus we have 24 each in the reactors, plus we've got another 1.32 in these small reactors. We have uranium now, right? Which means that we can start making the tier 4 stuff. So, with that being said, I could make another one of these and make it a tier 4 model, which could be interesting. I would have to just replace all of the thrusters and the guns for the tier 4 models. And then we could have a tier 4 Paladin along with all of these tier 3 ones. But something that I discussed kind of in the last episode is I would like... I want to build like a place for all of those guys to sit, right? And I think I would prefer it to be opposite of this, so on the other side. And it'll be like quite literally shelves, right? And within each shelf, I can, you know, store like 5 or 6 ships, right? It'll just be like one shelf here, one shelf here, one shelf here. And we'll have like 20 ships just kind of chilling in there. So that is what I would like to do. But unfortunately, in order to get over there, I have to make sure that this goes all the way out. So that means I got to build this through, which is going to take forever and a day. So we'll just get to it. It'll be fine. It's going to take a while, but you know, it is what it is. So I'm going to put everything. I think I just killed it. Okay, there we go. Good. And then we'll go back here to the plate and we'll just pull out all of the plate that we can. And then I have to go up here and turn this back on so it'll follow me. There we go. All right. So now if I go down over to here, it should turn on when it sees me. There we go. Just turned on. It sees me and now it will try to align with me, which is good. All right. So... Oh, right, and before I do this, I should probably turn off the bobs. Probably a good idea. Whoa, 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 whoa. Came in way too fast there. Okay, so, Bob. I think we have to turn off all of the bobs, including, well, I mean, or I could just disconnect this Paladin, because it's got bobs on it, right? So if we disconnect that, it won't have access to anything, it won't be able to build anything, right? So, well, these bobs are all off anyways, so I guess that's fine. All right, so we're gonna head over here, and then, I don't know, we'll just like align our Paladins or something. I don't know. It's fine. So we got Paladin, Paladin, Paladin. Nice. If you guys want me to upload these designs here, just keep in mind that it does use mods. Let me know, and I can do that. But, let's see, I need to go back into here. Did I turn those bobs off? I don't remember. Bobs, spaceport, off. Here we go. Okay, so now all of the bobs that can access the spaceport. There we go, and we are back on, and it is following me. Excellent. Okay. And then... Okay. Where is that? Okay. Do you wanna... Well, that one, no? Okay. Come on. Okay. I think I'm probably putting out way too much here. And then we don't want to weld anything here. Why not? Really? No welding? Huh. Okay. Oopsies. Putting out like way too many blocks here, I think. What is going on with these things? Like, why are these... What is that? Why is it doing that? That's weird. Let's not do that. Alright. Oh, that's probably the little bobs, and because they don't have any plates to actually, you know, weld stuff with. I never thought of doing it that way. Like, let this thing deposit the stuff and let those things, like, weld everything. That could be interesting, actually. Now that I think about it. So, for example, right? If I were to put, like, a bob, right? Sorry, build and repair unit. if I were to just like stick this thing over here, right? So it's not actually connected to anything, so it's not actually pulling an inventory anywhere. That's not where I want you to go, sir. Okay, you're just gonna be dumb, that's fine. Come back here. Okay, come on. All right, in order to get this thing done, I have to turn this thing off. Otherwise, it's going to keep on moving away from me, which is a little annoying. All right. We have an Omong out there. Okay, so we'll turn this guy on. I'll just put like 2 out here, I think. Oh, wait, no, this is good, this is good, okay. Got scared there for a second. Okay, so now we'll pull all of the stuff for this one. So they can't actually pull anything, right? But they can build once the stuff is deposited, which means that I don't have to do it myself. And then the same with all of this stuff, right? As soon as the welder deposits the materials for it, I don't have to worry about it, right? Because I've got both of these little bobs over here. All right, and then we'll turn this one on too. All right. And then this is going to be Bob Auto Builder. Oh, I should probably call it Auto Builder 1. Bob Auto Builder 2. Good. All right. So now, as soon as the welder deposits the parts, those bobs should hop in there really, really quick to get everything welded, and maybe that'll help me go a little bit faster. Maybe. No, come back, come back. No. Sir, get over here. I need plates. There we go. Okay, so now, as this goes through here, I'm just gonna test it to see if it works as I'm hoping it does. Of course, it actually has to hit the thing in order to deposit stuff on it, right? So that way I don't have to rely solely on the welder to build the stuff. I just need the welder to, you know, tell the bobs what to build. So like if I go over here, as long as it just hits that once, that should be enough. Oopsies. Okay, what are you doing? Come on. Make up your mind. Let's go. Yeah, so the bobs are kind of helping it build, which I think is working well, I think. I don't know. We shall see. There we go. If you don't mind, this way, please. Thank you. Yeah, that's making these go a lot faster, I think. Oops. Go away. Okay. Oh, did that get picked up by those bobs? Uh-oh. Let me adjust these bobs slightly. Auto builder. Don't swing out of range, sir. Auto builder. Okay, so I need you to not... Don't use the conveyor system. I need you to not pick up scrap. Nearest first, collect only if idle. I don't want you to collect, actually. I don't think I can make that not collect. Hmm. We'll have to see about that. All right. Anyways. Okay. It is building faster, I think. I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing. Where are you, dude? What are you doing? traffic. I'm just making a mess over here. All right. Did you lose me again? Dude, what is up with the angle on this thing? Like, I need a wider angle or something. Let's try like 45 degrees. Let's see if it'll pick me up a little bit better then. I feel like this is doing something it shouldn't be doing right now. Hmm. Trying to make sure this thing is welded everything that it needs to weld. Gonna be a lot of cleanup on this one. Okay. I think that is about it. Going all the way back. Now we just need to make our way over to this side. All right. Let's get some energy real quick. Excellent. All right. So we are nearly over to the end. So let's just continue where we were. Oops, don't build that one. Had to sneeze. Came out of nowhere, dude. All right, so let's just do a quick check over here. Make sure all of the stuff, like why did that one get welded? Like this one, right? Why? Shouldn't have, but it did. All right. Doesn't seem to like to be able to see me from the outside, or when I'm on the outside, I should say. Okay. Okay. Where are you going? Okay, so that should give us basically our area, right? So from that outside corner over there to that outside corner over there. And that will be the width of our little shelf area, I guess. And I don't understand why this thing keeps losing me. It's not that hard, dude. Come on. Come on. I'm not even moving right now. It's just like overshooting me each time. It's kind of annoying. All right, anyways, we're gonna turn this off and then we'll clean up all of the excess blocks and then we can turn the bobs back on. I don't think I need this to go over here any farther. All right, now that we've cleaned up the inside, now we got to clean up the outside. Okay. Uh-oh. Here we go. Alright, so that should be good. Except this one didn't get welded for some reason. Okay, so with that, I can now build my little shelf system. So we're going to turn the bobs back on. And the bob should immediately, yep, get that one in. Good. All right. Now, I'm going to need more, a lot more, actually. So we have about half of this thing, or half of the outer perimeter done. And now we have to build even more. There we go. Okay, and then we got to go over here. Nope, not that one. All right, good to go. There's an unknown signal over there. Okay, so now that we've got this done, I think the next thing we should probably do is try to make a really, really, really big door. Now, before I do that, I want to do like a little bit of design on the outside here. Because we're not going to want this thing to be like the door to be the entire wall here, right? There we go. And then, let's see, so 1, 2, there we go, and all right. And then, I don't know, what do you think, like 10? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 on the inside, so that makes that the 11th block. All right, so this will be where our massive door goes. All right, so first things first, we're gonna need a piston. I wonder if I can hide the piston on the inside. Probably not. And actually, I'm gonna have to change this up a little bit anyways. So I should probably move this up another 2. So the issue that my brain has come across here is that if I put the door in here, floor to ceiling, right in here, it'll get stuck, which is something we don't want. And then also I have to figure out how much blocks we have in here because it has to be divisible by 4, I believe. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I suppose that makes sense. Okay. I'm gonna have to think about that. All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna do these blocks here because you can actually go right next to these blocks without actually getting stuck on anything because it's just the very edge that you're in contact with. And then the pistons that I'm gonna use, they're just gonna push that off to the side anyways. Push the entire door off to the side specifically, so that way it doesn't interact the edges of this. So that will go there. All right, next, piston. All right, so that gets to go across the top here. And then we're going to do another piston on here. That's not a piston, that is a thruster. All right, and then we have to extend this. Oh no, it's not. There we go. Reverse. There we go. Oh, this might have another issue, potentially. Okay, so what we do here is we put a door or a gate, not gate, garage door, one of those things, on here facing inwards this way and the other one facing that way, right? So they're just back to back in here. And then when they kind of shrink, right, they'll be as wide as this. When they go out, they'll be as wide as this or up to the middle here, in which case we're going to need another one over here. So this has to move in a block. All right. Okay, that's not an issue. It's just a slight miscalculation on my part. All right. So then we'll go back to here. And then that can go there, and one more can go here. Okay. And then what we do is we get some of these airtight hangar doors, right? And we're going to set these things up here. Now these ones are going to be attached to the wall, which is fine, right? So these ones won't have to worry about impacting anything down here. It'll be completely fine. These ones, however, will. Because, as you can see, it doesn't let me put it there, right? So there is a reason for that. And it's a dumb reason, but, you know, it is what it is. See, so I can put that one there, but I can't put this one here. Like, why? See, does that make any sense? Doesn't make any sense. And then same thing over here. It's not going to let me put those ones in. And then we have to go over here and set this one down going this way. It's probably not going to let me place that one, which I kind of expected. Then we'll go this way. And of course it lets me place that one, which doesn't make any sense, right? So we have a very large door here. Do I have an automated door closer thing? Weird. All right. And then this, technically, will go all the way to the end here. Hopefully that doesn't cause any issues, but I do need energy. All right, now this is another place where it's going to be really, really, really important to know what your offsets are here, right? So this goes all the way up against the end, and it's probably pushing pretty hard, right? So what you have to know about the pistons is that they have an offset of 0.15, right? So compared to a normal block, they are 0.15 longer, right? So what we have to do is do 9.85 as our max, and then we will reverse and then put it back out. And then same thing over here. So max is 9.85. And then we will reverse this one. Have that go back out, okay. And the same thing over here on this one, 9.85. Now you can see the entire gate shifted, right? Once I did all that. And you can see now that this, I don't think, is pushing against this very hard. So if I were to take out this piece right here, you can see that it doesn't actually go any farther. And I can place this block there, right? So that's why you got to know that, you know, these offsets, because they will help you avoid clang. And clang is something that everyone should want to avoid. So we've got this, right? Now, as far as this not, and if I do have the automated door opener, I'm gonna have to shut that off to make this thing work. Let me think. Programmable block. Nothing. Okay, door close. Okay, so this one has to turn off. Let's put the full thing in here. Let's see, prog, block, Izzy's simple doors. Okay. And then this one has nothing. And that is the inventory manager. So this one, prog, block, let's see, Izzy's inventory manager. Always give people credit, right? Especially when they do something that you find especially useful. It's just, you know, nice to do that. Okay, so now I'm going to need to take out this set of blocks here. So that way I can put another block on the end of here. And then this gets to get pushed out to here. And because I have those offsets in here, we should not have an issue. Oh, and that one too. Because that one needs to be a 45. There we go. All right, now I should be able to put in a block here. So I thought I would be able to put in a block there. Doesn't like me for some reason. All right. Now we can do this and reverse it back out, and it should hopefully not push too hard against the edge there. Yeah, basically fits like a glove. All right, now, unfortunately, oh, it actually works. Okay, good. So then we'll put in all of these, at least as many as it'll let me put in. Yeah, it won't let me put in that one. Okay. Okay, so now that I have to figure out all of this stuff, which means I have to label all of these things and then group all of these things and then get all of the other gates in here. And then also I have to time everything too. So that way this thing, what is it, like 0.5 or something like that? Well, I have to, door, I'm going to call this the cathedral because it's got a bunch of paladins in it, right? So cathedral door, let's do like 0, 1. And then I have to go through and label all of these things. Cathedral door 02. Cathedral door 03. This is the part that gets super, super exciting. Cathedral door 04. Cathedral door 05. Cathedral door 08, right? No, this is 7. Crap. Let's see. No, I don't want to respawn. I want to go into here. Cathedral door 08. Cathedral door 09. Okay. Cha-cha! It works. Right, now this is going to be Cathedral door 11. Actually, hang on a sec. Door. So you see how all of these have a cathedral door already, right? But they're white. That means that they're connected to this group. So what I can do here is copy that. Now this will be 19. This will be 18. 17. Work smarter, not harder, right? One 5. And then these are going to be the other ones, I think. So, okay, so we got 1 1 1 2 1 3 1 4 1 5 1 6 1 7 1 8. We do not have 1 9. And then this one is 12, so this one will be 2 2. And then cathedral door 2 3. Now I can't do that trick with these ones because they're not technically aligned or written correctly. Can I do that? I cannot. Yeah, cathedral door. What is 1 5? 2 5. Right? Oh, it's just 2 6. Now I could just name all of these doors the same thing. Could be easier. But now we need cathedral door 2 7. Cathedral door 2 7. Cathedral door 2 8. Cathedral door 2 9. All right. So now that I have all of those, we can add them to the group. Cathedral doors. Save. All right. Now everything is opening. Okay, so you see how that all kind of does its thing, right? So now what we do, this is going to be, let's name this. I don't want to respawn. Piston Cathedral Door 1. Piston Cathedral Door 2. Piston Cathedral Door 3. All right. So now, when I close this piston, these will line up really, really nicely right up against each other. Looks like it's pulling a little hard. Just means give it more juice, more power. And that, we'll just max it out, it'll be fine. Okay, next. Okay, so this is airtight hangar door, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so these are all labeled correctly. Now, as far as putting this thing back on here, obviously that's where the door would fit if it was actually in here, but it's being dumb. So, can we put this one in? No, it still won't let me put this one in. It's very annoying. Let's see, how would I even do this? Okay, let me detach. Reverse. Because maybe if I don't have anything in there, it won't think that there's an issue. And because we're in 0G, this isn't going to fall at all. So hopefully I can just push that thing back out and reconnect it, and there shouldn't be an issue, but we shall see. Okay, yeah, so now it lets me put it in there. So this is going to be Cathedral Door 2-1. Cathedral Door 2-1. There we go. Okay. I wonder if this would let me put it in here now that it's disconnected. No, it still doesn't like it. Well, what if I delete that? Would that make you happier? Yes. Okay. And then that's going to be Cathedral Door. I don't have a number for it yet. Okay. So now we reverse. Hopefully that doesn't do too much damage, doesn't push it away or anything crazy like that. We shall see. It shouldn't. And it should just connect. There we go. All right, next. Okay, so this is going to be Cathedral Door 1. Sorry, no, this is 0, 1, 1, 1, 2, 1. So this is going to be Cathedral Door 3, 1. All right, piston, no. Okay, I'm low on energy again. All right. All right. So, right, go back into here. Door, airtight hangar door. Okay, so then this is going to be cathedral door. Sorry, 3-1. Copy, and we're going to skip all of these. We're going to go here. That is not the right one. Okay, so that's door 9. Door 33-8. Okay, yeah. And this one's going to be cathedral door 3-9. Okay. So now we go back into the cathedral doors, add in the new ones. Save, close, open. That should open up those ones. Now, there we go. It will let me put these back in there, which is good. Now, of course, this has to be moved out. So we are going to reverse this one. That's going to pull all of that in, and then we're going to push this one back out. Kind of a cool little visual. If everything's moving at the same speed, that doesn't actually move, even though technically it is. It's kind of cool. All right, and then wherever this thing ends at, we have to get rid of these so that we can put in the door. There we go. And we can put these back. And that is cathedral door 18. This will be cathedral door 19. Cathedral door 19. All right. So now that that's done, we have to add that one back into the group. Save. Good. All right. So now that that's done, this whole thing can be brought back in. And you're kind of getting an idea of like what this is going to look like, right? As it's, you know, opens and closes. So it's still going to use up quite a bit of space over there, but it'll leave a pretty big area over here for us to use. So kind of wonder if I should have moved the whole thing like that way. So at least the open portion, you know, is over here. But then again, it would look kind of weird if I did it that way. So I don't know, man. Okay, so are you gonna let me place a block here? No. If I were to take this out, would you then let me place a block? Yes. Okay, good. All right. So then that's all the doors placed. Now I just gotta finish labeling them all. All right. So this is 3-1. So this is gonna be 4-1. All right, cathedral door 4-1. And then, okay, so we got 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, and 17. Okay, so those are all in order. Good. All right, so then we go back into the doors. And then we have cathedral door 4-1. And then I'll just copy the whole thing. All right. 4-2. 4-3. 4. 5. 6. 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so now we go back over here to Cathedral. Now we just have to make sure that all of this stuff is included. Ooh, nope, that was bad. We don't want to do that. That would have been not so great. Would have caused issues. Okay, now we have our final group here. And then this one is going to need a panel so I can access it. Panel. Stick it on the inside so we don't see it from the outside. And then these should all be in order, sort of. Alright, so then this is going to be Cathedral Door. Gordon McAllister says, greetings, welcome. This is going to be Cathedral Door. This is going to be 5-1, I believe. Copy. Paste. Paste. So how you doing, Gordon? How are things? Me, I'm just trying to make an overly complex hangar door. Okay, now that gets all of that. Save it into the group. Okay, now that should be keeping all of that closed. Good. Gordon says, all is well in the real world. It's good to hear. All right, now we reverse this guy. And then the door that will fill up this entire space is compressed into these 6 blocks right here. They should fit quite nicely, should flow quite nicely. There you go. And then this is going to be our huge hangar opening where we can fly things out of. All right, so now for the hard part. We're going to want this thing to be on some sort of a sensor. And I don't know if the sensor is going to be big enough. And then also I have to put timer blocks in here because the opening and closing and then the reversing has to be done at the same time. So if I go into here, Cathedral pistons, these need to be pistons, Cathedral door, save. Okay, and now we get to start trying to invoke Clang. I'm actually going to put like a button on the outside here. Probably not the safest thing to do, but you know, if we're thinking about, you know, enemies and stuff like that. But it should be fine. Interior plate, there we go. All right. Oh, mining carriage. That's lovely. And then this needs to be filled in as well. Good. All right. That gets to go there. Come on. Come on. There you go. Okay, so this needs to access a timer block. In fact, I could have just made that whole thing a timer block. Might have actually worked out better. Because then it would all be kind of like encompassed where it needs to be. But I suppose we can put it back here. And we'll put it right here. This will be good. Now, the reason why we need the timer block is because the timer block has multiple things that can be connected to it, and we need 2. The button only has 1. So, we have to get that going. And then, let's see, we will change the content to text and images. We will say open/close cathedral doors. And then we can change the text size if it will let me. Good. And then, yeah, that should be fine, right? Yeah. And then this is going to trigger that timer over there, which will then reverse and open close both the pistons and the doors at the same time. So now we do actions. So we're going to need cathedral pistons. These are going to reverse, and then the pistons are going to open close. It's basically another reverse. Okay, so that's done. Delay is going to be no delay. Actually, I could just do a trigger now. That'll work too, right? Okay, so that is that. We have our stuff, timer block, cathedral doors. Good, 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 good. All right. And then we set up this thing to trigger that timer block. And we do a trigger now. And then, provided this isn't completely broken, I'm going to increase the speed on these things just because I have a feeling. Pistons, these are going to be -1. And then 250,000. 250,000 should be enough. I'm low on energy again. All right. So now when this thing opens, and we'll have to mess around with the timing a little bit, but I believe these should extend. Yep. Okay. So you can see how everything just kind of like extends and closes at the same time, but we get a little tiny gap in there. So that means that we are slightly too fast. Slightly too fast. But that is the way this should work. And it opens up and closes the entire door. All right, so this is a way to make a very, very, very large door. Now you can see that this is going too fast now. Oh, what the? Why? Why did you do that? What was the purpose of that? Like, what did you even get stuck on, dude? It's just rude. That's fine. I think this thing is going to need stronger gyros if I'm going to try to control this thing. It's also going to need stronger thrusters. So these are just like basic ones. We need to go with like the tier 4 ones if we're going to, you know, have enough power to move this thing, that is. And then and we have a couple of thrusters there. We have a large thruster here. Basically, I just need something to hold those things in place so I can maybe reattach to them. But I also need to figure out like what the deal was and why this broke, because it shouldn't have. Let's just put a magnet on the end of this thing and see how it works, just with the stuff that I've got. See if it's strong enough to actually hold these things and maneuver them like it should be. Like, I don't think it'll be too crazy. Sir? Back up, please. All right. Because after renaming all of these things, I don't want to do it again. So we're going to see if we can get this back working the way that it should. No guarantees, of course, but we can try at least. There we go. Yeah, this is very, very heavy. Yeah, these gyros, I don't think are going to be strong enough for this, but it might work. It might work. The good thing is that these gate blocks are considered smart blocks. So the bobs won't just automatically delete them, which is nice. Okay, so I'm going to put this in here. A little bit of spacing in between, not too much. Now, hopefully, what will happen is, oh, right, I'm going to need a piston in here. Hopefully, I can place the piston in here. Then we have to take off this piece here. Put in the piston part here. Why does that look wrong? Oh, because these aren't done all the way. Okay, that makes sense. They didn't go all the way in, basically. Now we get to see if we can invoke clang, because this is not something that pistons generally like doing. Let's move it a little bit closer to get rid of that little gap right there. But then again, we might be too close already. So here goes nothing. Yeah, I figured that much. Mag plate, if you don't mind. Switch lock. Did you just break something? You did. Why? Why? Alright, whatever. No, I need a column to reconnect. And then another magnet, which then has to be put back into here. Okay, why can I not grab this thing? There we go. Okay, so there's that, I guess. Okay, so now this one can go back negative to where it needs to be. And then piston cathedral door 2. This will be piston cathedral door 3. Okay, now we need to take this piece off. Grab this thing and then put it in place. Nope, back. Oh, that was close. So for some reason it broke the piston. I don't understand why. Okay. No, back up, back up, back up, back up, back. Okay, when I say back, I mean down. All right. And now we go back. All right. Then we can start angling this thing up. It's putting a lot of stress on that magnet right now. Okay. Trying not to invoke Clang too much here, but sometimes we just gotta make an offering. Can I go any farther in, or is that just gonna be an issue? All right, let me just bring this up to here. Let's push it in a little itty bitty tiny bit. Okay. You done moving? Are you done moving? Are you done moving? I feel like the bottom end of this thing is sticking out way too far. Okay, but we're sort of there. Now I just need to see if I can get this thing to connect as well. And this is not even as well aligned as the other one was, which is not great. Now the trick is when you're getting the pistons to try to disconnect and reconnect, you need the space between them to be nearly exact, right? So you see I got like a little bit of space in there. Like I need it to be so it's basically touching. Right, it's kind of touching over there at the top. So this should not blow up. But again, this is Clang we're talking about here. So let's try it. And we got it. Okay, good. So now we can bring this back down in. Okay, now the thing that I don't understand is why the piston decided to blow up. That I don't know. But we've got our door back, and we didn't take too much damage, I don't think. And it might just be something as simple as it doesn't even like these blocks here, and it wants something that's outside of that block space. So like we could, I don't know, like run windows or something through here. Panels maybe. So that could be another thing that I try to do. And I suppose as long as we're here, we might as well, right? Would it be better if I did like light panels? That'd be kind of interesting, right? Maybe, possibly. Of course, I need construction components for that, so we'll just skip that for now. Go with something I can actually make. All right. Gordon says torque question mark. If this is built correctly, the torque doesn't matter. But I think the issue is that I built this incorrectly, which is why it broke. So I'm attempting to fix what I think the issue is. And so the way that these pistons should be going is pretty much exactly straightforward and straight backwards, right? So the side torque or the off-center torque or whatever it's called in there shouldn't matter. But if it doesn't like these blocks here, and it's causing like an issue, then by removing these particular blocks and leaving the panels out there, that should, oh, whoops, I didn't want to do that. All right, you can go back. Because what I'm thinking is it hit this, like this piston here or something, hit the edge of this and got stuck for some reason, because I don't know, they haven't really figured out the hitbox issue yet. I mean, it's better than it was, but still not fixed by any stretch of the imagination. So if I just completely eliminate the hitbox issue, like maybe if I put in like some half blocks or something in there, just to give it a little bit more, you know, structural rigidity, I guess, that could potentially work. Because then it's got nothing to hit at all, because the hitbox, at least on these half blocks, is good. Like if you put something and you run it across the bottom half of this where it's in the green but not the block, it won't cause issues. And then with those panels being on the outside, like completely outside of the block space that I'm putting these half blocks in, that should also be okay. But again, I don't know for sure. So let's try this again. I'm going to speed up the cathedral doors. Oh, and I have to re-add that to the group. There we go. Okay, so we're going to go negative 1.5. Just make it a little bit faster so that way it opens and closes, hopefully, without causing too much issue. And then this should open everything. Oh, we have to go even faster than that. So that's the way it's supposed to go. So I wonder if that's still going to be... Or now do I have to slow it down? No. Hang on. Because when these things are closing, right, we want to make sure that this isn't trying to close if these are pushing against each other, right? So we want to make sure there is a gap between these as they close, which means that this thing has to close slower than these things close. So if I make this too fast, I think it'll cause issues. But at the same time, when this is opening, this has to open faster than this. So on the open, this has to be faster. On the close, this has to be slower. How do you get that to work? I don't know. But I'm thinking this is probably going to break again because I'm going too fast now. And then I don't know how the doors do pushing against each other, or if that's going to cause issues. But I think right now, because these things close pretty slowly, if I keep this speed at what it is, it's going to break. But if I can get this down to like 0.5 or something, then again, that's not going to work once we get to, you know, opening them. So I don't know, man. It's going to be a thing. I'm not going to understand it, but it'll... Right. So now these things have... So now you see how we have the gap in there, right? So what we have to do is perfectly match up the speed of the pistons with the speed of the doors. Yeah, see how it's getting stuck? It got stuck on something. I don't know what it got stuck on, but it's stuck on something. I don't know why it's stuck or what it's stuck on. It's still trying to pull backwards, right? So I don't know what this is stuck on right now. It should be stuck on nothing. But this is what destroyed the piston, right? So I don't think it's anything necessarily with the way that I built stuff. So I'm not sure. So I'm just going to get rid of all of that and see if it's something on the bottom or something on the top. And we can get rid of that too. Okay, so I don't understand right now. Okay, so there should be absolutely nothing in the way now. Unless the piston is getting stuck on the door itself. And then the torque that I had on there before was too much. No, it seems to be working fine. Huh. It's very strange. Very, very strange. Now, going outwards, is this going to break? Is it going to be too slow? I think it's going to be too slow. Yeah. Too slow. So this is why you got to make everything match. So, as much as I would like to use this door concept, I think it's not going to work. It's worked before on my giant turtle build. It worked just fine. But apparently here it just doesn't want to. So I'll have to think of something else. That sucks, man. Yeah, I mean, I wish that wasn't the case, but sometimes we have to work within the system, and the system says no way to that particular door. All right, it's fine. It's also possible that they changed something in Space Engineers which then broke the door, and they did that recently, which is why, you know, it worked before but doesn't work now. So it could be any number of things. I don't know. All I know is that what I had there did not work. So as much as that would have been cool, it's not going to work. But I can figure out something else, maybe like an accordion type thing with hinges. That would probably be fairly easy to do. I could potentially make like a sliding door. No, that would probably be not a good idea. I mean, there are any number of things that I can do, right? I could potentially make like a chain door and have it just kind of pull backwards. Viking says there is a mod for an energy door. It's interesting. It's let's see, where would I even look for that? Would I have to log out for that? I think so. Yeah, I mean, it's past 8:30 anyways, so we will just exit. See if I can find that mod, and then maybe we'll use that instead. I mean, that would actually look kind of cool, if it's what I'm thinking it is. It's alright, Viking, we'll figure it out. Let's see, stream world, edit settings, mods. Let's see, we're going to browse the workshop. And we're going to see energy door. No, how about here? Here we go. Armored hangar doors, force field generators. If you see it, call it out, because I have no idea what I'm looking for here. I mean, I think it would be this one, right? The force field generator, hangar door, if I had to guess. So we'll throw that one in there, and then we'll see what else we've got here. Flat door. Ooh, is that a large grid flat door? That would be really, really nice. Viking says, I think it might be that one. Okay. Sci-fi sliding door large grid. That'd be cool too. So is this... It has no info. Okay. Moon door and multi-sided block. You can make a hobbit house with that thing. Remastered doors. Okay. Energy blade grinder. What is that? That looks cool. Then we have bigger hangar doors. And then Azrael Industries. Okay. So we will go back out of here. And we will throw that. If I can figure out where it went to. Do I refresh? There we go. Force field hangar doors. We will move that one over. Hit OK. All right. And then we will save that for tomorrow's episode because tonight I think I'm good to go. And as far as size goes, we're only at 336 megabytes. If you look at my YouTube world one, that's like 2.4 gigabytes. Just to give you an idea of like the scale of some of these things. But yeah, so that's going to be it for tonight. Thank you guys all for joining. I do appreciate it. And for those of you watching in the future, thank you for watching. And but yeah, so if you like what you saw, come back tomorrow. We'll do it again, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time from Freedomland. But for now, that's all I got. So